So now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about making your own stencils. So what I have here are my own homemade stencils that I would cut out and make myself. And I'm going to show you how to do something like this if you want to play around with your own stencils. Now these are oversized because I was teaching a class for students with disabilities, and at times it would actually help them if we were talking about figurative art and movement in art. You can see this has like a nice finish on it that's plastic that you put through a laminating machine, and this is a teacup. What you want to do is you want to take your stencil that you've made and put it on a piece of paper. But to hold it on, you may want to take a piece of tape and roll it so it's sticky on both sides and stick it on your stencil on the back. Then you can put it on your paper and it will stick. Then you can take your pen or your pencil and draw the shape. Now, this is the inside of a stencil that I made, and I laminated this whole sheet. It's a woman posing. And what you can do is, or what I like to do, is I have a big piece of white paper that I'm putting it over. And then you can take your tape and you can tape the stencil over that white piece of paper. So I have some chalk pastels here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start filling in my stencil. And then we're going to take the paper off and take a look at how well it worked. Okay, so I'm going to peel the stencil off of the paper, and we have a very unique looking futuristic woman of the future here, and I made that with a stencil. Cool, huh? Because they have a plastic coating, you can also use watercolor paints and acrylic paints or anything that's watery, and you could just wipe it off with a paper towel. So you can also put these on watercolor paper and do some watercolor art. Isn't that fun? So basically, in order to make your own stencil, you would draw a picture, and if you want, you could trace something like a shape of a bottle. After you finish tracing your shape, you're going to take an X-Acto knife, and if you need help with this, please ask for help, and then you're just going to start cutting out your shape. When you're cutting out your shape, make sure that you're on some kind of a hard board that you can scratch up. Take your shape out. So you can laminate this separately from this piece. What a laminating machine is, it's a piece of clear plastic that they heat up, and it's in the machine, and when you put paper in the machine, it coats the paper with a clear plastic. If you want to have something laminated, just take it to an office supply store, and they should have a laminating machine there. Most schools have laminating machines. So if you're a teacher, you can just make your own stencils and laminate them and give these out to the kids to practice with.